Happy New Year, Dave. Thank you so much for joining us. And at DCKAP, we cherish our partnership with you, the Estate Group, and your amazing EvolutionX platform. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the opportunity to be partnering together.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Karthik, happy 2021 to you as well. I know we didn't talk so far this year, but yeah, no, we're into 2021 and really excited. And I think the partnership that we started last year has really flourished. And so it's great to connect with you again.
Yeah, no, definitely, right? I'm just trying to understand how you found us, actually.
Yeah, maybe Karthik, I'll just give a little background on me as well, just for anybody who checks in and hasn't kind of heard of us and know me. Just a little bit of background. So yeah, you'll see in my background there's a logo, EvolutionX, and our company actually goes by the name of ES Tech Group, and our e-commerce offering. So we're in B2B e-commerce, and our platform goes by the name of EvolutionX. And I've actually been in the company about 3 years, and I run our US operations. But just very briefly, the business started actually all the way back in 2006 in the UK, and started from day one in B2B e-commerce, actually in the office products distribution vertical. And if I fast forward to today, we've got just over 350 customers live on the platform. They're almost all B2B. They're mainly distributors, dealers, resellers. We have some manufacturers, but really, yeah, focused in B2B. And now we've expanded into some other industry verticals like industrial products, electrical, plumbing, medical, welding and gas, and so some other industry verticals. But we've been, Karthik, as I think at least you and I have said, very much focused B2B, and we're, Europe and North America. And but I'll answer your question. How did we find you? Well, first of all, the partnership has really flourished, and it's been great. And really, when we engage with opportunities with customers, we've got the e-commerce platform, but we know for it to be successful, there's a couple of other things that have to get solved for. One is you have to have awesome product information on a website to make search work well. And so we say commerce, content, and then our third C is connectivity. And we know also then it's got to be connected to the ERP, the back office. The e-commerce has to seamlessly connect and be done in a way that the customer, the company running the e-commerce platform doesn't have to maintain data in two places, like customer information in the e-commerce and in the ERP. And so we have this philosophy, commerce, content, and connected. And we found, Karthik, we found you and the DCKAP team and the Chorus, enterprise integration platform. Like everything, somewhat by coincidence rather than planning, but we heard from a customer about you, and so we connected, and we have now projects underway where we're connecting, working with you and the team. We're connecting to some NetSuite customers, some Epicor Profit 21 customers, some Dynamics customers, and I could keep going down the list. But you're in the partnership basically is absolutely helps us help our mutual customer connect the ERP to EvolutionX in the most efficient and cost-effective and efficient and timely manner. So it's been great, and I probably jumped ahead a little, Karthik. I gave you a long answer, but we're really pleased with how it's going, and what we're finding is our integrations are going actually faster than previously when it's been more of a one-to-one integration challenge. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, Dave. Thank you, and appreciate those insights. Talking about EvolutionX, we actually love the platform. It's amazing, and it makes it easy to use, and that's one of the reasons why even the integration is faster. So what makes Evolution X different? And how do you differentiate from manufacturers, wholesalers, and distributors? What makes it different from the other platforms out there?
Yeah, no, perfect. I think there's certainly probably one foundational element. When we started the business, it was in B2B, and many e-commerce platforms that are out there in the marketplace started in B2C because it initially grew faster than the B2B market opportunities. But we were in office products working, the founders were working with a office products dealer, a reseller, and created a website specifically for that business. And, B2B is different than B2C. It is procurement. It's not really shopping. And by the way, we have, B2B customers often have B2C-like customers, guest customers. But we really went about recognizing the unique B2B functionality, everything from, people may still shop with a credit card or procure with a credit card, but most of it's on account. Most of it is very integrated with the ERP system for things like invoicing, inventory, and then so we built in basically all of the B2B features that we've run across in procurement scenarios. And actually about 4 years ago, we made the decision to completely rewrite and re-architect our Evolution X platform from the ground up, based upon all the lessons we had gathered, lessons learned, lessons gathered, experiences made with the original, I'll now say, legacy platform. And so we wanted to have a few things as kind of, I'd say, things that drove the re-architecture. And so we kind of think of, the platform, if you're a customer looking for a new B2B or e-commerce platform, and there's many respects is true in B2C, if you're looking for a new e-commerce platform, there's foundational things that have to be in the platform. And then there's what we would call business enabling. And then there's things about the platform that are going to help you as the customer using the platform to grow. And so just not to delve too deep, Karthik, but the foundational elements are absolutely massive scalability and a robust, secure platform. If the platform is going down or there's security issues, it doesn't matter what else you have in the platform, it's not going to be effective. So we're actually, our platform is fully cloud enabled, multi-tenant SaaS. It's in the Amazon AWS environment. And that gives us an extremely robust infrastructure, but it also offers the opportunity to leverage, Amazon AWS capabilities. And so things like their, not to get technical, but their database technologies, their search technology. Our search is foundationally built around Amazon search. And so the core base of the platform is massively scalable. Because it's cloud-based and multi-tenant, it is, I think, more affordable for both a company just starting in e-commerce all the way through to businesses that maybe are doing hundreds of millions online, and we scale in all those directions. So those foundational elements are there. And then the B2B functionality, the procurement processes and scenarios, things like the basic things like contract pricing, custom catalogs for a specific end customer, but then also features like tracking, the end customer being able to track budgets and track budgets against a cost center or a department, approvals for orders that, a buyer puts into the system. And if the order's over a certain amount, it routes to somebody in the company for approval. So all those kind of B2B scenarios that you don't find in B2C, they're all built into our platform. And because they're built in, they're configurable. So it's very rare that when we show up at a new customer opportunity that we have to write software. It's configuration. And because of that, the implementations go faster and they cost less money because they go faster. And what, the result really is we have even customers of several hundred million we've had customers go live in less than 100 days, fully integrated to their ERP, the content, and the solution there. And equivalent alternatives are usually projects running a year or longer. So that's really big. And then to just keep my thought going, those foundational elements, the B2B elements, and then on top of that, when we re-architected, we really want to make sure our customers are able to grow. And so in that, the platform has really rich marketing and merchandising capabilities. And so things like you can actually take your customer base that's on the platform and segment the customers. So you could end up with, customer types. There might be, in the electrical space, it might be in industrial, it might be a contractor who's coming on looking for products in a new construction project, building construction. Or it might be somebody in a manufacturing facility who's looking for replenishment supplies to maintain equipment, MRO type customers. And so you can segment customers, and when they log in, they get a unique experience that's specific to who they are, rather than a generic experience. And so the marketing that can be set up is tailored towards them. And so we really wanted to create this personalized experience that you see in B2C, but created in a B2B environment. So it's all those, foundational, I call them business enabling B2B procurement scenarios, including things like punch outs that are growing very quickly, along with, hey, how do we help you as the distributor, the dealer, the reseller grow your business with both existing customers, gaining share of spend, share of wallet, as well as, go find new customers through SEO enablement and so on.
Awesome, Dave. That's a lot of focus on B2B, and that laser focus certainly helps your end customers, because they feel really confident that they are in the right hands. So thanks for sharing those insights. And it's also a lot of B2B lessons, and we love B2B at DCKAP. So yeah, right. That's cool. Yeah. And I was actually looking for some B2B lessons, and I happened to watch the CEO of Spinstak, Matt Johnson's training video series on B2B e-commerce. And it was great content. It was broken up into 10 video series. And I felt like I really learned a lot, and I really enjoyed those sessions. And recently, I also heard the news that Spinstak Growth Agency merged with the Aztec Group. So that's terrific, and congratulations. How did that come about? And can you talk us a little more about the merger?
Yeah.
And can you tell us a little more about Spinstak, and how is that going to help Evolution X or Aztec and the entire e-commerce ecosystem?
Yeah, no, great question, Karthik. And yes, Matt at Spinstak, he is actually, Spinstak is a business that's also been around for about 10 years, actually, and really in the B2B commerce space, and actually focused in working with distributors who are in the safety supplies space, so kind of industrial product safety supplies. And the business got really its start by the need for distributors actually looking for paper catalogs. That was kind of the foundation, which is still, print-based marketing, certainly back then, and is still actually pretty dominant in some industries. So they got started with print-based marketing. That led them to get content about the products for the catalogs. And if I fast forward the story, Karthik, they got the content, and then they figured, okay, if we build an e-commerce platform, we can sell the commerce and the content, very much like us, actually, very much like ES Tech and Evolution X. And then Matt really has a background that is, he's passionate about helping companies with e-commerce platforms truly grow. So how do you actually engage your current customers most effectively, and also find new customers using the platform? So they, in parallel to their commerce and content offering, set up an offering around digital marketing services. And so Spinstak actually is a HubSpot reseller, and leveraging the HubSpot platform, they provide services that can be, you know, email campaigns, just various campaigns that get customers engaged and bring them back to the website to drive sales. And so the exciting thing for us is, you know, I think I mentioned, you know, what's our focus? The ultimate focus for us is how do we help customers grow? If the customer grows, we're successful. And so that just the philosophy at Spinstak and Matt really aligned well. And so where we will actually end up as we go, you know, get the companies aligned during 2021 here, there'll be a couple of offerings. We're going to integrate HubSpot with Evolution X, so that the Evolution X and the HubSpot campaigns truly integrate. And that will be, in a sense, a product offering that dealers and distributors can actually use to really drive marketing. So it'll be, you know, the commerce, the content, the connectivity, and now digital marketing. And Karthik, I haven't thought of a C to go with the commerce, content, and connectivity for digital marketing. So the fourth, but if there was a fourth C, it's digital marketing. And we think that's, you know, and finding the right tools and helping, you know, resellers, dealers, distributors get the processes and really the experience of Spinstak, who've been doing this for a whole number of years, on best practices of engaging, you know, the end customers. So we're super excited, and kind of like we found you and you found us, Karthik. Like all good things, it was more by accident. Matt found us. He was looking to figure out what's the best e-commerce platform, because we're going to move all of the Spinstak customers onto Evolution X Commerce. And so he found us, and yeah, we're excited about how we're going to move forwards together.
Thank you, Dave. Yeah, content is a key differentiator, and it makes a lot of sense, and looks like a lot of exciting times ahead. So Dave, again, I really want to thank you. It's been awesome talking to you. And I also learned about B2B more, and I hear B2B all the time when I talk to you. So that's fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. We truly appreciate your partnership, and thank you for the chat.
No, Karthik, absolutely. We actually have a very small number of partnerships compared to some, and we think partnerships are super important, and it's the culture of the companies and how we work together, and it just is working really well with you and your team. And it actually flows into, we actually say our customer relationships are partnerships too. And you know, they know that we collectively are there to not just deliver the project, but support them from an ongoing perspective, which I know is the philosophy of the DCKAP solution. It's not just a one-time effort, and so it really fits with our model philosophically, that we're here for the long term, working with customers, and as things you know, develop and new capabilities emerge together, we can deliver those. So super interested, and you know, actually the HubSpot thing I think is another area where we can probably collaborate again. So I really appreciate the time, and thank you for setting aside the time and for the talk.
Thank you, Dave. Enjoy the chat. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. See you.